incredible, is Miss Sade, right? And we love her. Man, I was hustling in the streets pumping Sade. Like,
oh my God.
Like, it's like, she's like, but the thing is, she doesn't let anyone sample her. How did you get this approved? How did you go by clearing this? I need this step by step, because if people don't understand that Sade does not clear samples. But I mean, I've heard the biggest artist on the planet Earth trying to clear Sade and she wouldn't do it. How did you get the permission?
I have to say, you know, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, Sade is my big sister in my head. Like, even that's how I look at her. She is my big sister. Nobody can't tell me nothing. Like, we're related. That's how I feel about Sade, right? So we actually connected some years ago. She did my Black Ball. I used to do something called a Black Ball every year, which was for my organization, Keep a Child Alive. And we do a beautiful performance, and there'd be really special people that would join me on the stage. One day I invited her to come to the Black Ball. I figured she would definitely tell me no. And she pulled up. So since that moment, we were able to connect and keep in touch. And you know, Sade is a fairy. She's a fairy. Like, you text her. I do text Sade.
I would text Sade if I had a number. Let me tell you something. I love Sade so much. I seen her perform one time, and I had my suit on. My wife was fly. We was in Miami. We was like, I mean, I was front row.
Yeah.
I'm seeing. Shout out Tom Joyner. He was at that show, Legendary Radio, and we was and her band saw me, and they start doing like the lean back.
No.
But now, Alicia, I was so nervous. I knew I could have to go back there and ask for a picture. That I left so disappointed because I really wanted that pic.
I know. You know when you're trying to be nice and you feel nervous and then you don't do it and you regret it for the rest of your life. I
regret that for the rest of my life. And I still haven't been able to see Sade anywhere.
No, you don't. She's a fairy. That's what I'm telling you. She disappears. She's on her own plane. She owns her own universe. She descends down from the universe and comes to sometimes talk to us, but most of the time you can't find her. So let me tell you the story. So I was able to connect with her since that point, and I always check in with her, and I always send love, and we just talk, and you know, I send her super blessings, and if I'm going to be in the area, we can, you know, we connect if we can. And so I put together this song, Best of Me, and for a second I was gonna call it an ode to Sade, because I feel like that's how I honor and respect her. Like this tone, this style, this energy. And I was at the Apollo and I heard I told my wife, yo, she sampled Sade. I heard the bells. I was like, yo, like, Dad, I'm sorry, Alicia. It's too important, man. So I text her and I said that there's a song that I'm working on. I really want you to hear. It's inspired by how much I adore you, you know. And she's so generous and she's so kind. And said something like, you know, how lucky am I? That's what she said. Something beautiful like that. So I'm melting because this is my big sister in my head, and she's like loving on me, right? So she said, you know, send it along. So, you know, I finished it all up. It took me some weeks. I just wanted to make it perfect for her. I wanted her to hear it exactly how I wanted her to hear it. And so I send it to her, and, you know, I don't hear anything for a couple of days because she's on her own universe planet. So it's okay. I know it takes a little bit of time and stuff like that. She finally hits me back, and she's like, me and the band, you know, we're rehearsing and we're in the studio working on some new stuff. So first of all, I can't wait for that. And she was like, you know, I really, this sounds so beautiful. She asked me some of the lyrics.
One second, Alicia. Sade is back in the studio.
I believe
this is what we call a Joker moment on this show. This is a Joker moment where you heard it first here. She's back in the studio. Again, I'm sorry, Alicia. Continue.
Listen, we can't wait. We can't wait to hear everything that she's cooking up. Come on, she is majesty. So she says, you know, I love it. She asked me about some of the lyrics. I was, sharing with her about the lyrics. you know, gave her some space, just was checking in, asking her how the studio was going, how she's feeling, all the good stuff. And I said, you know, I would love for this song to be on my next record, and I would love your blessings, you know. So I'm like, let's see what happens, because we know.
Do it out there. Was you nervous before you act? Was you nervous? Because you know she don't clear nothing. You knew that.
You know, I did know that she's definitely, and I understand, because this is one of my all-time favorite records, you know what I mean? Ooh. So I understand. And so she came back, and she was like, first of all, she's like, I can't believe you already have another record. Like, dang, what's going on with you, genius? She was just so sweet. I said, you the genius. And she was like, you know what? I love the record, and you have my blessings, and I hope you're happy. And I was like, in my room, jumping up and down like a crazy person, screaming at the top of my lungs like a 3-year-old kid. That's what happened in that.
Yo, Alicia, she fucks with you, bro. Wow. Like, let me tell you, people don't understand that this industry, there's artists that they don't care about money. They don't care about, they just so sensitive with the music, with everything. Sade's one of them. So for her to say, I'm happy for you, is she loved the song, but at the same time, she loves Alicia.
Yo, when I tell you that, it was almost like, it was like when I tell you she's my big sister in my head, it was like the person you admire the most, like co-signing you in a way that just like 1,000,000%. I can't even tell you what it did to.
No, I know what it feels like.
You know what I mean?
So I know KRS, I know LL. Those are my idols.
Right.
I get around them. I said, you know, when KRS did the verses, we walked them into the ring, Terror Squad. Do you know what the hell that felt like?
No, I felt
walking in our master. This is the guy we worship, and he's going to battle. And even though we love King, don't get that messed up. But walking him to the battle, walking through the tunnel with KRS One, I dreamed of this shit my whole life.
Oh my God.
You know, and when I'm introducing him, the man hugs me on stage in front of the stadium. I'm like,
did you cry?
Boom!
Joe, did you shed a bit of a tear? It's okay. I need you to share with us that you might have
never shed a tear. I never shed a tear. You know I'm a man's man.
Hey.
Listen.
Men's men cry, Joe.
I know, but not for that. No, not for that. But I was beyond grateful. And, you know, KRS is my mentor. And LL Cool J. I got, you know, and both of them have been special in my life. One time I threw a birthday party in the Bronx. And it was Biggie was there, Puff was there. Everybody you can name was there. It was the Hood, Fat Joe. This is Flo Joe time. Oh. And I had just met LL, and I was like, yo, I'm throwing a party in the Bronx. And you know, LL, no disrespect to LL, he was like the little Bow Wow. He was like Justin Bieber. He was somebody you never seen. You never seen LL Cool J when he was on fire. I Need Love. You just never. Right. So I met him the one time and shot my shot. Like, yo, I got my birthday party. The man, 2 in the morning, KRS One's performing. All of a sudden, you hear nothing but girls scream. Ah! And all I see is a red baseball cap. And next thing you know, LL Cool J walks up on stage. At that moment, I could have died. At that moment, having KRS and LL at the same time, I could have died right there. Like that was it.
At the party? They were both
at my birthday party. But I mean, like in 93, 94, Flo Joe.
That's crazy.
I blew my mind.